Morning. Started real early this morning. Started about 2:30. Today I did back. Bunch of rows. I got spammed rows like crazy. I forgot to give a weight update. So I was at 211, 210 for the longest time. And like I said, it goes to show you, you fall off the track, how quickly that weight will come on. I'm not really worried about it because I'm sure a lot of it is water weight. I've just been drinking like a lot of diet sodas, and I need to lay off. It's a vice of mine. I enjoy it. So I ballooned up to 223. Not terrible. Just need to change some habits, and I'm sure I'll be right as rain soon enough. I did 4 miles today. I was supposed to just walk. It was supposed to be just a walk. But I'm stubborn like that. I did jog a little bit, not much. Jog like a mile and a half, walk a mile, jog a mile and a half, walk, yeah. And I got 4 miles this morning just from straight cardio, 4.5 total for the day already. But what I am gonna add in is, because this is gonna be 5 days straight, I've gotten 10,000 steps. I'm already at like 9,000, I think, a little bit under. But the goal was always 10,000 steps plus whatever I did through the day. 10,000 steps, just strictly cardio. Obviously hurt my knee, and your plans kind of fall off. So I have been walking in the afternoon just to get myself over the 10,000 steps, just because that's where I've been slacking as well. I'm on a 5-day streak with today. Yeah, so I need to get back grinding. But also, I was thinking, I'm like, I get all this cardio done in the day. Maybe I start dividing it up. Maybe I do, 5,000 in the morning, 5,000 in the afternoon, because, it's, I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense, but in my mind, I'm like, well, because sometimes I move a lot during the day, sometimes I don't, so just to ensure that I do get the movement in the evening as well. Before I just come home, sit down, eat, and go to sleep. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Anyways, what have I been doing? I had some last minute things to button up at work. Yeah, last minute things to button up at work. We are going on vacation. I'm looking forward to it. Everybody needs to recharge their battery, and that's what I plan on doing. Just because generally my vacation days, I use my vacation days just because I have them. And generally I'm told I need to use them. So it's kind of crazy. I get 22 vacation days a year. So even when I'm on vacation, I generally go to work. Doesn't make sense, but I do it. That's what I do. I'm trying to work on a better work-life balance. I have none right now. So the fix for this is to just get out of town. So we have a great trip planned. We got somebody staying at the house, gonna watch the house, which is, whatever. Pay somebody to do that, it's no big deal. Just to make sure nothing happens. Oh, and we got a dog, obviously, so we need to make sure the dog's taken care of as well. I think that's it. Nothing really other than that. Just looking forward to getting away. We're leaving tomorrow, so I'll probably have one more day of this. And I don't know what the Wi-Fi situation is. The guy said he didn't have Wi-Fi. We will be kayaking. We will be driving through mountains. We will be driving through trails. I'm sure my cell service is going to be crap, so I'm not going to have cell service, which is great. Just really looking forward to it. Really looking to recharge so I can focus better and be a better employee, do a better job with work, try to make a difference in what I do. That's my goal, just try to make a difference, have a purpose. It's no fun just kind of going through life with no sense of direction. That's how you get lost. So have a plan, execute, that's just my goal every day. And that's why I said I need to recharge, because lately I haven't been feeling like I've had that. I've just been kind of, since probably about, I felt like I needed to recharge in March, and we couldn't get away. So May, I probably started noticing a lack of focus, a lack of drive, and I didn't like it. So I talked to the wife, and sometimes it doesn't matter how quickly you pull on your bootstraps to try to pull yourself up. You stumble. You don't execute like you want. Especially with my job, it's a 7-day-a-week job. You don't get any breaks because I run 3 major utilities for the city that I live in. It is what it is. It's adult life, and I love my job. I love what I do. I love seeing problems and trying to fix it. Unfortunately, you work for a municipality, you don't have the money some other places have, or a private industry even would have. So problems you want to fix, we didn't design the system, we just inherited it. And all we can do is try to make changes and move forward. And that's all you can do in life, too. Another interesting thing is, I would suggest if you watch YouTube, watch Frontline. They had some very interesting things. I watched something about Bernie Madoff yesterday. Just how it all happened. That guy was a guy who was in business pulling that scheme for like 30 years before he was caught. That's ridiculous. It's crazy. Lack of government oversight. I'm like, you know what? Knowing what I know about the government agencies, yeah, they might have a lot of employees, but I'm sure they're not effectively utilized. I'm sure there's a lack of people, lack of staff, because you have people who don't know a thing about what is actually going on in charge, because their best friends, cousins, brother, used to date somebody. It's ridiculous in some of these jobs, and when you get to a state and even a federal level, so it really doesn't surprise me, but it is kind of crazy, that whole notion. But I watched the Retirement Gambit, and I say watched, it's a podcast playing in the background. That's how I get paperwork done. It just makes it easy. Retirement Gambit, I gotta watch again or listen to again, because it started off interesting. 401ks didn't really become a thing until like the 80s. Yeah, it's just wild. But I like things like that. I like things, when people are like, oh, this is worth, $30,000. I'm like, it's only worth what people are willing to pay for it. There's only a perceived value. There's no inherent value. And there's a lot of things in life where there is no perceived, there's only perceived value, and like 99% of the things that, only thing that really has inherent value would be, I would say food, energy, water, waste, obviously. But everything else is perceived. It's the value we place on it. So if we have no value in anything, it's worth nothing. But things like that make me think. Where to park money, where to invest, where to do these things, because the bottom can very well fall out. So you just got to prepare the best you can. Well, enough of my talk this morning. Most people don't watch this, and 8 minutes is usually pushing it. So I hope you have a great day. I hope y'all stay safe out there. Thank you for watching, and God bless. All right, bye.